what you have brought up. There's something going on with the schools. You look at the county schools and the city schools, the discrepancy is this big.
Yeah.
I worked down there when I coached at Armstrong High School, and I did mental behavior counseling and all that, and it's a disgrace, bro. It's a disgrace. And the same thing we talked about earlier when we talked about the elephant in the room. Nobody down there has picked the elephant out of the room down there. I can go down there and just be like, wait a minute. The problem is y'all. The ones at the table, the teacher. I mean, y'all, superintendent, what are you doing? Why are these kids not in school? Look at the food y'all serve. This is, and some of the schools are so old, man. I believe Frederick Douglass went to school at the building I was working at.
Damn.
Frederick Douglass. What is he? What he died? He's dead, of course. I mean, damn, how long has it been?
How old that was.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think. It's just the aura of what you see. If you go into an old building and it's tore up, you already lost your motivation. I mean, it's about motivation.
Image.
How you see it, how you feel.
Yeah. I mean, you got to go. My high school in Roanoke, Patrick Henry High School, looked like a college, man. A Division I college.
Dang.
I mean, you go out here to, have you been to Huguenot?
Yeah. They remade Huguenot.
They rebuilt, it looked like a college.
That, yeah.
You can look out the dining facility down on the football field. It look like a college field, man.
Oh, wow.
But that's considered a county school, though.
Now?
Been a county school.
It been? I thought it was Richmond public schools. What? It was the South, though. It was because
when I was down there doing behavior counseling, because I looked and I was like, why has this school been rebuilt? And all the other ones. I did my own, again, research.
Yeah.
And I said, cause like I say, you go down there, go into the dining facility, rebuilt, nice. Look out the window, the big window. You can see the football field, watch the game from in there. And it looked like a college field. And then I was like, why is this city school this and that? And I looked it up. And they say it's like under a county school, Chesterfield County. But you say there's Richmond because majority black down there. And all of the stigma. But
I think it intersects too. Is northern Chesterfield. Northern Chesterfield is really South Side Richmond, but it's right there. It's like me. I used to live around the other side of the border, like Wamsley, Broad Rock. I used to live up there.
Yeah.
Because they say that's on my address say Northern Chesterfield, but it's in Richmond. But it's Southside Richmond. It's still it shares. It's like Richmond Henrico Turnpike. It's like being on the border. So that's why I was. Hold on. It shares two districts at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like say for instance, if somebody live in Jackson Ward District, you could either go because it's like two districts. It follows the two school systems. Like either you go to I think Armstrong 2, if I'm not mistaken. But I know TJ and I know John Marshall. You gotta live on certain sides of the of Jackson Ward, especially in Gipton too. Cause Gipton share, you can go either way. It all depends which street you on.
Yeah.
So it follows that type of narrative like that. That's why I was surprised that Huguenot was Chesterfield.
I mean, I was
school.
surprised too. But I was thinking out of all the city schools, why this one is built?
Why this one got?
Yeah.
And none of them, nobody else has been touched. They say George Whip is on the next, but when?
They started doing whip, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they I think they started knocking that down already. Started reconstructing. I don't think they got nothing up yet, but I think they already started.
Oh, I didn't know. I hadn't been over that area.
They should do Armstrong like that too.
They should. Actually, they should have kept Kennedy.
Obviously, it was
Kennedy first. So
yeah.
Armstrong is technically it's revamped because not to say it's revamped, but that was their new tribe. But yeah, they still need to do a lot more with that.
Well, I guess the biggest answer why is the discrepancy between county and city?
I think it's due to the population. If you look at it like
could
that,
be that.
and the the population.
It shouldn't be like it's basically a stigma over top of the city down there. Just like when COVID hit, it ruined a lot of kids. A lot of kids are 2-3 years behind, man. Still.
Damn, still.
I mean, because you got a whole year out of school, and the county school gave up laptops. The kids took them laptops home in the county. They was continuously working and virtual. Now, don't make no mistake. You got a few people down in the city, kids ain't gonna do the right thing, and the parents piece of shit.
But it's still the part of the others around.
The ones that need it, so they're the ones that's not getting it down there is because you got a few people don't give a damn. And somebody else might see, like, how you gonna call these people a piece of shit? Because I've seen it. Basically, anytime you got I even heard them come out there where we send the laptops home, they might get sold. They might bring up porn sites, whatever.
Yes.
It's not
That's
fair,
crazy.
but
Man.
this is what happens.
Look, to your point, like I said, look, I got two brothers. You know, I started off in Richmond Public Schools and ended my collegiate K through 12, not collegiate K through 12 in county school. So I was able to see the vast difference in them both. And quite frankly, in fifth grade, before I moved to the sixth, my mother had kind of wanted to move me and my family, out from the city, just because if you look at my brothers at the time, getting into crazy stuff, it was like, all right, they both, still smart and intelligent, but the things that they were getting into was just, environment. It's like, all right, well, is it the school? Is it the people in the school? Is it your friends at the school? But what you start to realize, it's just the community of the things that everybody, it's one small thing. So now you got 5 people that, it's something small, but they all agitated and irritated. So now they're going to do something crazy together. So, her pulling me out from the city to the county, I think changed the trajectory. But coming to what you're saying, it's the community itself that should be changing that stuff, right? Like,
Exactly.
now not to say that's not people trying, because I remember my counselors, 2 counselors, like, you moving out to the county, don't let them change you. So what that let me know is that they see people that's in the city that's trying to do good, and they're trying to help them as well. But what they also see is that they can't change or help everyone. So, I think what we really need is figuring out who is that person. Like you might be saying, it's the superintendent, that one person or that individual that we can go to truly make that change. Like, who would that person be?
Now, what if? Oh, okay. Going back to what you just said, for example, a celebrity comes to the school and they're like, "What the heck is all this?" And then they give up their money to help out the school, maybe rebuild it, fix things, whatever, buy new books. I was thinking, why can't we have more people that have money to help out these schools, to help out the new, help out the future for the next generation? Like, yeah, it depends how they use it. Like, yeah, we had to give the money to who was it? We had to give it to
Superintendent or something?
Yeah, superintendent. But now he could take some of the money for himself without telling anyone. It could be just him. So it's like,
I mean, I think this all goes back to city council, man. It goes back to the mayor, it goes to the state. So basically what we all talking about is everything is who we electing to be our city council, who we electing to be our mayor, who we electing to be our state officials, and also the state officials of the of Virginia. And you gotta realize that it all goes back to that, like what we putting our resources into, what we voting for. You know what I'm saying? All that plays an effect. So that's the main thing. I say that's the main thing, because in order to have that, like give to the community, we also have the taxpayer money, and that it's always gonna be the consumer, like, because as a black community, we always be the consumer. We always give our taxpayer money. We always pay road taxes, e-pass, parking. All of them is what that money going to. And you get what I'm saying? Like, is it going like, hey, the bridges that we fixing, or the budget? Like, we gotta look at, like, what's the budget of the city of Richmond? What's the budget of the city of Henrico, or wherever case may be, especially Richmond, where all this money is going to. So we basically got to see what the money's going into, so we can be able to rebuild these schools,
right,
or do anything. Is it the road works that we need? You could say, like, Southside, Hall Street. Oh, that's the most. The roads all jacked up. So is some of the money is going to the roads. So that's where we can go and go on. I think they have a website about
the budget?
about the
I think
budget
they
and
got
everything.
one
So
on there like that.
yeah, so we got to everybody answer. You know what I'm saying? It's just
I mean, it's public knowledge. You can bring it up, what they pay for, how it is, and that. But like you just said, what we were saying earlier with Trump and them firing people and downsizing, they see the roads been messed up like that for a long time, for years.
Yeah.
So okay, why we haven't fixed them?
Yeah,
that's your job. If you work with VDOT, That's your job.
Right. 'cause
Why
that's
hasn't
VDOT
this hole
job.
been taken care of? Because I know some other streets that the hole's been there for a while,
Right.
over a year.
Right.
Of course, it's a big place, but I mean, okay, then either you need more people, so that means there should be more jobs.
Right.
Or if you got a whole bunch of people, then why the holes ain't getting filled? Because I do know for a fact that half the tax money is going towards our streets and getting stuff fixed, a sign or whatever,
Yeah.
street lights, which a lot of streets don't have them,
Right.
and they're dark as hell. So
what?
Do you think these people that's working on the street, they're trying to get these streets there fast as they can? Like, so you got to think about, or at least I would say think about both sides of the coin. Like, yeah, they're probably putting the money into it, but I don't think that the people that's doing these jobs is like, in their mind, like, all right, it's a million streets out here. It's always going to be a pothole. Living in Virginia, it's always going to be a pothole when it rains, right? Or that hole going to start sinking in more. So, all right, I know as long as there's a million potholes out here, guess what? I got a job, right? So I also think about stuff from that perspective. So these people that's out here fixing these potholes, it's like,
But what about the motorcycle people? Well, they want to ride, but sometimes they get scared because when they see a hole, they want to swerve, but they have to be gentle while swerving so they won't fall off the bike either. But
or tear up your car,
that's it.
or just different things. I know it's something you can't just. Everything is a process. I
Yeah,
want to take
it
that
is.
away. Everything is a
Yeah.
process, but it shouldn't be. Hall Street shouldn't have holes in the ground for 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, if it's something like a heavy traffic area, like a Hall Street or something like
That should be first priority. You getting cars torn up, everything
Yeah.
get tore up, man.
Yeah.
And the money, I mean, come on. But you work in VDOT, that's your job.
Yeah,
Nice.
No, we came from the other side. We came from this side.
I came
instead
from
of
that side.
from that
Oh, okay. Well,
What's
right
wrong?
down here, when you go down here, make a left by Brewster's where the Wawa is right here. You ain't gonna go as far as the Wawa, but it's condos right there, just rebuilt, brand new condo building right there.
Okay.
So that's
So see, in order for them to do that, they gotta know they to fluctuate, they gonna get people.
yeah.
You don't build no condo. They condo is starting off at 2,300. You don't build all of that building, and it's about at least 50 apartments.
Yeah.
You don't build that if you know ain't nobody gonna live there. So it's already a plan
Right.
in place, especially up here at Chesterfield. I mean, it's already there, but
Yeah.
it's right there and it's open. So you thinking like, all right, they put that right there, right in the middle of this main street.
That's actually really good.
So they're expecting a fluctuation of people and stuff that's going on. It's always a plan. And just like say right now, I forgot I was talking with somebody like down there in Creighton area.
Mm-hmm.
They don't knock down all them old
Yeah,
apartments. They
yeah.
rebuilding new ones. And trust me, nobody in there that's below the minimum wage or below the shit is gonna get in there.
No, because they already
But they've been telling those people for years. Even while I was down there, I would mention it when I first saw them thinking about it. It's been like I stopped coaching down there, but right before COVID, 17, and I say they had a plan then.
15. They had.
So I'm like, yo,
since-
they gonna run y'all house.
I think they had that plan since 2015, 16. They've been had that plan.
Well, they done it.
They told them people even to get them. They told people to get them like, yo, we ready to tear these down. And they, you know what I'm saying?
And they gave notices that you're not,
Yeah.
your lease is not being renewed. You can't live here.
Yep.
Or if you reapply, they ain't gonna bring you back.
Yeah, because they already told them one part of Gibbon, like right there on near Federal. They told them like it was just like the building, because I'm from there. They told right there it was a corner store. Now it's no more. That's just plain grass. Then the other side, plain grass. So they already got it set up to where it's like we out with the old, we in with the new now. You get what I'm saying? So they gave 2015 to now, so that's 10 years. So they already gave people, you know what I'm saying?
They specified why they was doing it.
Oh yeah, they re-gentrifying everything.
Do you,
We know that.
Yeah,
do you want the sugar coated part, or
They
you want me to be real?
Keep it real.
I was about to say, like,
Keep it
we know
real.
why, but what was the-
Well, okay, then basically, keep it real. They basically like here, y'all blacks, because majority is blacks down there in that area we're talking about. Y'all ain't doing. I'm not benefiting from y'all. Your son, your nephew, always in jail. They selling dope. This little girl can't come outside and play because y'all hanging at the park every day with guns. You think you running shit. You think you're gangland. That's fine. Behind closed doors, here come the bulldozer. Now, when we put up these new things, when the police just ride through and don't do nothing, now here they come. So basically, that's why they did it.
Yeah.
Because, of course, when you sit there and say, well, damn, Jimmy, he been harassing people for a long time. I'd be like, why do you think Jimmy is able to walk around here and sell this dope on this street? Why? They know he doing it, but they know he killing you. And y'all ain't gonna snitch. So
Yeah.
I ain't gotta come down here. He killing y'all. Y'all scared of him. I ain't gotta come down here. But as soon as they rebuild a whole new thing and people that's worth something, making money, good families, here they come. They'll kill Jimmy. And they gonna say, yo, he had a gun. Y'all kill a black man, he had a gun. Jimmy been there for 20 years, he had a gun. Are you okay, Miss Johnson? You and your husband and your 3 white kids? That's why. And then those people down there, you know, I hate to say it, Lord, don't judge me. I don't like to judge people. You're too stupid to sit there and recognize when the devil looking you right in the face with a suit on and saying, you know what, if you need some money, I'll give you $1,000. Here goes some food stamps. Whatever you need, I got you. And at that same time, they be like, well, next month they'll be out of here.
Yeah.
And they content.
Yeah.
So you don't ask any questions. You know what I mean? So and I mean, that's just what, when I think about those areas, when I was down there coaching, I look around and I'm just thinking like, man, y'all think y'all living life, but y'all not. Y'all destroying your own community. So when they sit there and say the white man this, the white man that, what, man? If I know that he sells dope, this and that, and he comes to me and asks me to loan him $1,000 for what? So he can flip my $1,000? So that's the same thing with the white man, Chinese man, or whatever, man. If I'm a billionaire, why would I give Tion this money? How can I get anything back from him? But now, if I'm a billionaire, he's a millionaire with all kind of thoughts and building and doing this and that. First thing he want to do is get in and help him build. Because I'm going to get paid, he going to get paid. We all eat.
Yeah.
But he ain't got nothing. I'm a billionaire. He has nothing to offer me, nothing.
Right.
But I do like the property, the land that he's living on. And he's a piece of shit. So I'm going to go talk to these other billionaires. We're going to take his land because I can use that land. And then kick him out.
Yep.
That's how the game goes.